Hello everybody, today is April 12th, 2013. Thanks for joining me today on the Moneybag 73 channel. Well, I have an update for you for Argentina, which is heading towards another hyperinflationary event. It's fourth in the past 4 decades. They had a hyperinflation in 1981, 1989, and 2001. And look to be heading that direction again. They just announced a couple days ago that they're freezing fuel prices at stations for 6 months. This is to help stem inflation. Reducing government spending or turning off the printing presses, I guess, is not something that's on the table as an option or even being thought about, or that's even a consideration of a possible cause of inflation. Remember, the central bank president in Argentina doesn't believe there's any connection between printing money and rising prices. I've covered this over and over again. I don't know whether she's lying or whether she just really doesn't see a connection. Yale University, I believe, where she got her education. Not that that means anything one way or the other, but I'm just really on the fence because, I don't know. I lean towards the fact that she knows that printing money is causing all this inflation, but, you know, people in government like to lie about things. So, just like I was reading that Bernanke said that he doesn't see any sign of the US dollar losing its reserve currency status. Not a single sign. Which just blows me away. I guess maybe he missed the recent agreement between Australia and China to trade amongst themselves in the Australian dollar and the yuan. Or the agreement between China and Brazil, $30 billion trade agreement to trade in their respective currencies of their own country, or any of the other 30 agreements, I think it is, that are going to be done without the US dollar. I've been tracking this for years now. Maybe Bernanke missed all those announcements, I don't know. Hard to imagine, you know, but anything's possible, I guess. He could have missed them. So back to Argentina. They've had 5 defaults in the last 6 decades or so. 1951, 1956, I think it was 1982, and 89, and 1989 and 2001 when they had the hyperinflation. So, you know, just a horrible situation there. I feel sorry for people. I know they got capital controls on exchanging your pesos into dollars. They want to keep everyone in the peso instead of fleeing into the dollar, the US dollar. And you know, it's really sad that you think they'd learn their lesson, but like I said, you know, you just have a central bank president that sees no connection between printing money and rising prices. So I don't know. I expect when the grocery stores, June 1st I think, is when their price freeze is up, and when they lift the freeze on that, I expect prices to jump way up. Now they're going to hold them steady for 6 months on fuel. You know, this is the way that my entire life I've been told about inflation. It's like some mystery event. You know, prices go up. Well, it's because of greedy merchants and people requesting higher prices. I've never been taught, until I started learning it on my own about 6-7 years ago, never been taught the correlation of, you know, you inflate the money supply and there's so much more money chasing the same amount of goods that the prices rise. I mean, the inflation is the money printing. We've covered this over and over again. In the Austrian School of Economics, that's what you learn. Not in the Keynesian school. It's being followed by Bernanke and Mercedes Marco del Pont, central bank president in Argentina. So anyway, that's about it. I don't have a whole lot. I'm sorry I haven't been doing a lot of videos. I have a lot of stuff I want to cover. I want to do something on housing. I'm in the process of selling my home and buying a home, and I don't want to get into that here. I'm going to do a separate video on that, but I guess I'll just throw it out that it appears to be another bubble being blown up in housing, at least here in California, where I live.